weather forecast has done what it said it would. It's rained quite heavily overnight. The forecast says it's going to improve, and I think I can see little bits of blue sky up there. We'll see. So I'm going to head off towards Ben Lomond. I'm not sure if I'll make it to the summit. We'll see how it goes. I might turn back and spend the rest of the day in what is a lovely youth hostel looking out over the loch. I'm taking the main route up to the summit of Ben Lomond today. There is a marker at the bottom of it to show where it starts, but there's also something that says there are no waymarks on the way up. And it's important to know that before you set off. I carry a GPS with me, and I've got a map and a compass. I've also given my route to my husband back home with a time when I'm due to return, and I've left details with the youth hostel as well and contact numbers, so that if I don't make it, they will call the emergency services. They'll call Mountain Rescue. So that means if anything happens, someone will come up looking for me. It also means that if I get to the bottom, I can't go to the pub and just sit there and have a good time. I need to get back, and I need to tell them. It is important to take these things seriously. There are risks to solo walking. They're not gender specific, but they are risks. And so making sure you have the right skills, making sure you've got the right kit, and making sure people know that you are all important things to do. But it's dry, the birds are singing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. And I've already climbed a good way above Loch Lomond. It does come quite quickly, so I've got an awful lot further to go. But it boosts the spirits, seeing the progress I've made already. And although I can feel rain on my head, I can see blue skies up there. And this is a wondrous sight. I seem to be getting above the tree line now. I can see Loch Lomond over there. The hills, mountains, whatever they are over there, are pretty clear on the summits. There are still wondrous carpets of bluebells. I can't see the summit of Ben Lomond, that's under mist still, so we wait and see whether I'll get up there or not. But this is lovely just for being here. Like, look at those bluebells. It's worth getting up this far just to see those. I'm suffering from a common walker wet weather dilemma. Regardless of how good your waterproofs are, and the wonders of Gore-Tex, walking uphill generates heat, and it's quite a warm day today anyway, so I've just had to stop and take off my long sleeve base layer, and now I'm just walking in a short sleeve wicker top under my very brightly coloured waterproofs, which the SMC, the Scottish Mountaineering Club, said that these mountain waterproofs would withstand anything a Scottish winter threw at it. So I'll be dry on the outside, even if I'm, what do ladies do? They don't sweat, they don't perspire, even if I'm shining lots on the inside. It started raining, and I met a couple of people who are Scottish. You're Scottish, aren't you?
Absolutely,
yeah. And you've turned back because you said you got blown over.
Blown over, yeah. So the gusts are about 50 kilometres an hour, a little bit more.
Yeah.
So knocked me sideways a couple of times, and it's not a lot of fun.
No.
I think the best place is the mountains still there the next day, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you're going to head back down and maybe climb up Loch Lomond instead.
Yes. Yeah. And it's raining. I might be. Oh, say that again. Sorry. It's quite sloppy. Yeah. I might follow your lead. Yeah, and I might be not long behind you.
Yeah.
But, okay, I'll do the next little bit and then I'll decide. Get down safely and enjoy your trip to the Inca Trail. Hey, that's really good. Thanks for talking to me. Bye-bye. Well, the views over Loch Lomond are a lot different from yesterday, and despite the weather forecast, the weather seems to be getting worse rather than getting better. I've noticed 4 separate groups of people, and they've all had Scottish accents. They're all used to walking around here, and they've all decided to turn back. As they say, the mountains here for another day. There are still people going ahead though, and where I am at the moment is quite sheltered. The main problem today isn't the rain so much as the wind, and there are gusts of wind. And I gusts. So I'll walk up a little bit further in the sheltered spot, and then I'll make a decision. But at the moment, I'm thinking Lomond might have to wait for another day. It's been here for millions of years. I don't think it's going anywhere fast. And I'm now retired and I have lots of time. I can come up another day and hopefully I'll walk a bit further in that final decision. Well, I think that's my decision made for me. You know, like I've passed a good number of Scottish people turning back, saying that they've got up to the top bridge, too windy, don't like it, carry back, do it again. But I've just met some Austrians who are also walking on the side of the way, so I've chatted to them a few times, and they said they got up to that top bridge and it was very unpleasant. And if the Austrians think it's not for them, then I think sort of the Welshwoman who, you know, generally works in Snowdonia district, not in the house, can say it's going to be unpleasant for me as well. I come to Scotland regularly. I'm doing it another day. I'm going to go back down and get in there and get it up. So hopefully we can do that. Well, there are indeed patches of blue sky up there. So the weather forecast could be good about visibility improving as the day goes on. But it might not be, because down there I can see rain and the wind is coming from that direction, and so the rain will be moving in from that direction. Weather forecasts aren't always completely accurate, are what they say. They're a forecast. Just to prove how awful the weather is, I've been talking to this lovely chap from where?
California.
California, and I have been literally swept off my feet. I never thought such things could happen, but they have. So you can go home. You can tell people that you swept a Welsh woman off her feet.
Check that off my list.
On the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Thank you for chatting and good luck with the rest of your walk.
Oh, thank you. You too. Take care.
Bye bye. So far, coming down has been nicely straightforward. So I know there are some tricky, slippy bits to come. The summit of Ben Lomond is still in mist and the clouds are moving fast. There's an amazing difference in the wind strength, just this little bit lower. Never, ever, ever stand at the bottom of a mountain and say, oh, isn't it nice? I'll go up there in my t-shirt and my trainers. It'll be fine. You might be lucky, but you might not. So don't risk it. I'm more or less down to the bottom now, and yes, I'm disappointed. Of course I'm disappointed. I planned this trip months and months and months ago. I planned to have 2 nights in Rowardennan just so that I could walk up Ben Lomond, and I haven't managed that. So yes, of course I'm disappointed. But on the other hand, I've got the rest of the holiday ahead of me, including some more Munros. And I think for me, it was best to turn around and be confident that I'd be in a good position to enjoy the rest of the holiday. Although I giggled when I got blown over by the wind, it was also a bit of a shock. It happened so quickly, and it happened on a path with grass by the side. When that happens, it's okay. When it happens and you're walking across a ridge, it's not so okay. And although the weather forecast has said that the rain will clear and the visibility will improve, the winds are set to remain for the rest of today. So for me, it was the right decision. And for me, I've already made the decision that yes, I'm going to come back here and I'll give it another go some other time. The lovely thing about being retired is having the time to do things like that. The lovely thing about living in the UK is that it's easy to get here. So Ben Lomond, I haven't reached the top of you this time, but one day I'm sure I will.
We're going to the mountains.